No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
64, weak. Under coach.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 4. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense is getting...
Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, watch it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Let's go, baby. Whip. Watch the whip.
17's Mike 17.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's play.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
I got you. Sponge.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Check it back. Watch the air. Check. Go.
Mike 17.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Switch. Check 31. Back. Be good. Watch the twitch.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know you felt that.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Check. Hey, look, 3.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Washington.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Watch
First carry for James Conner, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Push him back.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Who's that?
There we go on 4th down, Haskins. He's got his tight end Fant. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Check the hot read.
Check 13. Check 13. Check the call. Check the call.
They run right side with Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Hunt. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Throwing on second down. Haskins eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Haskins will throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On first down, here's Love. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That's how we do it.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, get him, you got it.
17's Mike 17.
Rip left, move.
17. Mike 17.
Bring it.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Takk McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking that
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Washington.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Strong right. You got 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. Watch 7. Go. He's checking. Crash.
They'll run it here with Hunt. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
95, Mike. Watch 95. In your face.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Rip right. Mike,
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You must be dreaming.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
That's what I do.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. His kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep.